I actually had a CI group earlier on this morning, and one of the ladies was saying about when she got married. She's Catholic and her husband is Protestant. And she says even in the United States of America, and of course in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, we often transported our prejudices across to the New World. And so it wasn't that easy, of course, in your own country at one time for Catholics and Protestants to get married. You never had the violence, of course, but it was often frowned upon within in families. I often think of my own mum and dad, my mother being Chinese and my father being Irish. My mother became one of the first Chinese women to have worked as a nurse in Ireland. When my mum and dad, met and eventually got married, they experienced huge prejudice. So I'm not, unaware, of course, of all of this. But I have to say, I have a great fondness of both America and Canada. And I always remember arriving at a place called Logan Airport in Boston. And I was with a couple of friends of mine. And I remember looking around and subsequently wrote in my diary that as we were waiting for our luggage to come out, my friend Michael, who's 6'4", looked down at me and he said, "Ronan, you're dreaming." And I said, "Michael," I said, "I love it here." He said, "But we haven't left the airport yet." I said, "But I love it here." He said, "Why?" I said, "Michael," I said, "look around you." I said, "Half the people here look like me."